Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Rams now for their... And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
Throwing to start the drive. Parks.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Lance now on third and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. It'll be a gain of 9. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Lance.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
On play action, Lance.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But if they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season, it could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Allen! A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Throwing now is Lance.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Motion man is Schwartz. And Lance now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy.
That he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Parks.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Jackrabbit, Jackrabbit.
Heads on a swivel, boys.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Motion man is Schwartz. Lance and company going on 4th down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Parks toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Parks. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
They do go for it. Lance.
That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown from 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Parks. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Parks.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Lance now on first down. That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Looking to throw. Parks. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards to go, second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. McPherson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Up the middle they go. McPherson. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's complete to Palmer. And he is going to have the Rams first down. They only needed one, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Now a handoff up the middle. McPherson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
On play action, Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with a big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Parks. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Parks. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Parks under pressure, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with to 5. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think